wonderful to be back here with you all on the Quantum Cafe and Interstellar Lounge. Your multidimensional host here, the Cosmic Messenger, and I am so excited to come on and chat with you once again. I love having these multidimensional talks about quantum equations happening in the plasmatic field of the human that's going through the process of bioregenesis. This age of Aquarius, all of the fantastical things that happen. This is a show where we can tap into that sacred medicine, download from the galactic core all of these sacred sources, wisdoms, knowledges, information, and we can feed our being and our soul so that we can illuminate and be the most amazing being that we possibly can imagine. Unlock our superpowers. And the list goes on and on, from teleportation to astral travel. This is a source where we can land down here on planet Earth for a while and we can share some of this multidimensional wisdom. It's been so cosmic out there every day, like my entire spinal tract column and in back of my cranium, just to share you some information, for the last probably week and a half has been extra elevated. It's an absolutely incredible feeling, but with that comes uprooting programs, uprooting core root issues that come up in your life. So I'm always here to do the work, and it's a pleasure to take that on for the collective, for myself to transmute. But you know, not all of it's exactly super pleasant. It's a beautiful experience, but it can be intense sometimes. So I've been feeling a lot of that elevation, but also too, we're going deeper and deeper and deeper into our 12th dimensional templates, be it the supernova within or the star particles that are occurring under our skin and dancing, right? Or the diamond and rainbow crystalline templates, or the indigo child lines that are going on Earth. There's so much happening. The main vortex from 2020 to 2030, this decade, is a huge part of it is going to be activating the freedom codes, those freedom templates, because we're slowly, and in some cases very much accelerated, realizing that there's a control grid going on here, and we want to be able to access pure freedom for our own innate power, wisdom, authority. Wow! So we have a lot of those templates coming in and get downloaded, and also when they enter our grid, these are periods of time where they shift and where they upgrade, right? And from 2012 to 2021, we added the majority of these master templates, and now what we're doing is we're moving forward into deeper layers of what's already there. So if you're feeling like expanded energies or something going up in the astrology, the astro weather, there's something going on right now. It is definitely elevated. Today specifically, though, I wanted to come on and have a beautiful, wild, fantastical chat about the central sun. You may have heard some of these terms before. The central sun, the galactic central sun, and then the cosmic sun. So what are these three things that are operating right now? And let's dive a little bit deeper and get some wisdoms and extract some stuff so that you can go off into your world and have some more knowledge and wisdom about what's taking place. So those three categories that I just listed, they're all connected. So we got like the two suns and the cosmic sun in the middle, right? The closest one to us is the central sun. Every solar system has a central sun that it's going to rotate with outside of its own solar system. I mean, things might get a little bit more complex if you have multi-suns going on in multi-stars going on in a single solar system. So we spend our time rotating and moving, magnetic pull, energetic flux and flow with our sun. Our sun is linked, our solar system, because we're getting pulled with it and moved through the cosmos, right? It's amazing how so much can move, but it's such a large body that follows along with the dance, right? Because we're on Earth here, and we're moving like what they tell us tens of thousands kilometers per second, maybe even miles, boom, racing through the cosmos, and we're standing here on Earth and it doesn't even feel like we're moving in space, almost like we're static. So when they tell you, I want to go, or you tell yourself, I want to go to outer space, you're already in outer space. You're on a planet. Everything's outer space anyways. I get what they mean off planet, but you're already on a spaceship flying through the cosmos. It's really cool. Okay, so you got our solar system. And within our solar system, our sun is connected to the central sun. Where is that central sun located? It is in the Pleiades, the Pleiades star system. And it's connected to Alcyone, Alcyone. And this is our guardian of the photon band, the photon belt, photonic light. So our solar system moves in a dance with our sun, and our sun is then pulled with this central sun. And this central sun holds a lot more of the master energies that then feed into our solar system. And what is this photon belt I speak of? This photon belt is all of the light, frequency, sounds, and information, but particularly light, that we don't normally see. So we're moving into the age of Aquarius. Some say we're already there, we're birthing it, we're pretty much in there. Age of Aquarius is upon us, and the polarity of it on the chart for astrology is Leo. And Leo and Aquarius are the only two times that our planet here, Earth, is moving through the photon band, at least in this dimension, in this reality, this part of the multiverse, right? And because there is other Earths, there's Tara in 5D and Gaia in 7D, and they're all interconnected like that. They're like parallel realities overlapping on top of each other and then fusing in. So we have the photon band, and that is all the information. So we're not in that photon band if it's not Aquarius or Leo, right? But Alcyone's always in the photon band. So it's a carrier of information about what goes on during those periods. Leo being a super creative revolution, right? Inner power. And then we got the age of Aquarius, which is about innovation, change, mass consciousness, right? And what an age to be shifting. Well, we're at the end of a paradigm, the end of the Mayan calendar, the precession of the equinoxes, and finishing a cycle of 25 million years to get to the center of the galactic core. So we receive that information. That gets fed from Alcyone through our sun and then sent to our solar system, hence all this cosmic activity that's taking place. It's amazing. So then we get these DNA upshifts. Some people are reporting, having galactic chakras happening, or for the ones that are really earthbound and super grounded and had many lifetimes on this planet, many, they're embodying their star seed and they're connecting to the earth chakra and the higher earth chakra, earth star as they call it. And they're merging that with inner earth and the cores of other planets, the soil, the elementals. And then lots of other people are having, I always do that, the galactic cord, the Antakarana, goes out into the cosmos. Past life recall from off-planet activity. Wisdoms and downloads from what would be metaphysical, fantastical sources. So that feeds into our sun, feeds to us, and that illuminates that. You know what else is cool? Transparency. Photonic light is transparent. So in its transparency, you're able to get all of the transparent information coming up from the distorted matrix. So that gets lifted up and that gets shifted and that gets played with. And we gather new wisdoms because nothing can hide during the photon band. The photon band is also made up of many dodecahedrons, and I'm sure there's plenty more of sacred geometry. On a very potent day where we're getting a lot more photonic light coming in, and pretty much at this point it's safe to say that where the majority of Earth in our solar system is completely engulfed into the photon band, which was a slower period leading up from the 1940s till about now. And these dodecahedrons dance through and create the sacred geometry magic within, hence increased downloads. Spiritual information coming through the body, you bringing your own out, innate knowings, bioregenesis, all that fun stuff, okay? So, suns are portals. So through our sun, you can journey to other dimensions, you can journey to other parts of the cosmos, and you can access other parts of the universe. Amazing. They are conscious, sentient beings of a high level. So we think of the ascended enlightenment of a human being is to be able to ascend, leave the body, keep the body if you want, go to another planet, go here for a while, stay in the spirit world, and etc. on will. Now that's cool, right? Well, what's the next level after that? Guardianship and guardian races and going beyond that. Then it's becoming a planet. Once you come out of that creative mix, imagine being the sentient being of a planet, let alone a sun. That's an achievement of evolution, of consciousness, of a high level order. So all these suns are talking to each other. Well, Earth and Alcyone talk to each other quite regularly. So they're moving and sharing informational bits, and they're evolving and upgrading with each other too. Okay, so that's what they talk about when we're communicating with the central sun, or we're lined up with it astrologically, stuff like that in the space weather. Then the next layer after that is the galactic central sun, and that's what they call the galactic core. So once a year, we're also, right now it's 19th of December was the previous one in Sagittarius, when we're aligned with the galactic core. Earth is pointing directly right at it. And the galactic core, the galactic central sun, the sun that then is watching over many other central suns, and then their children, the other suns, the stars. And it's pulling multiple solar systems with itself, right? And a region of this galaxy is then moving through it. It's like the Akashic records. The cosmic library is the Akashic records, just so you know. And that's how we get our information, you know, when you're like, oh, I was really talking about that, and then something appeared. Or I asked a question, I didn't get it from the internet. The internet's one of the many ways to access the cosmic internet. It's a cosmic library. It's everywhere, and it's in every living thing. And it keeps our database of everything that's going on. So, cosmic central sun. Galactic central sun. So that's a more regionalized area that then a huge part of everything in our galaxy is then moving and communicating with it. These are big energies. These are templates and master energies that then feed into Earth, our solar system, and many other star systems around it. It assists in creating our zodiac, the master energies of our archetypes, and all of the information and wisdom and knowledge that makes us up as humans. So when we get a new template enter Earth, there's something like the gamma rays are really going off, or haven't you been noticing lately that the lights are flashing a lot more, or so much energy to transmute through my feet, I can't even ground it out no matter how much it comes in. Galactic central sun, right? In my chart, my astrology chart, I got my galactic version of it read, so everything off planet. It was amazing. One of the main wisdom sources and entities that are working with me is the galactic central sun. It's amazing stuff. So that'll feed Alcyone its information. That'll feed the photon band to even get into the galaxy and rotate, move, and dance and change and basically go through every single particle, right? And hold all of those informational bits. That's how we're able to have weather systems and atmospheres. That's how we're able to assimilate cosmic wisdom and information. Remember the bits and pieces of the universal life force energy of our oversoul. So it's the caretaker of this galaxy, right? There's many other beings working in the scenes. Then after the galactic central sun, we have the cosmic sun. And this sun lives in the 12th to 15th dimension. Okay? So this is, once you get past the 12th dimension, there's no more physicality as we know it. The spirit world and all that stuff is beyond the 15th dimensional matrix. However, it's all multidimensional. You just access a dimension and then you can have all of your experiences happen from them, and you're still drawing in all of the multi-dimensions. Okay? So they're all in that field. But it's transdimensional, the cosmic sun. And this is the primary source of the life-giving energy of multiple galaxies. You can jump through beyond to different dimensions. You can access all of the Akashic records. I mean, imagine the book and the size that it would take to put all of that information from all of the beings, humanoids, entities, sentient creatures that live on all of these planets. The cosmic sun is holding on to that. It holds on to the master creation that creates our galactic cord, right? And then sends that as a relay grid out into like a 33 galaxy matrix, right? Beyond the cosmic sun, I'm sure there's even more. And it holds key codes for accessing different dimensions, different viewpoints, what's happening beyond the veil, right? What about your DNA past the 12-strand matrix into the 30 to 48 ascended master strand? Where do the archangels reside? All of that energy and master vibrations and frequencies and information, the sacred geometry that came to make all of these galaxies, the cosmic central sun, working in conjunction with creator beings, prime creator, great spirit, the goddess, all that fantastical stuff. And so with the cosmic sun enables us to have a higher capacity to handle things in our nervous system when it comes to spiritual information needing to be assimilated into a physical form so that it can be put into a package that we can understand and that we can use. The core star, which is like just above your belly, it's like at the center of your being and it radiates out, connects directly to the cosmic central sun. And then they talk to the galactic central suns, and in turn those talk to the central suns, right? It's not that anyone's better or worse on any terms of hierarchy and that stuff. That doesn't even exist out there. It's all equal. It holds a larger volume to then make sure that all of us have access to that wisdom, like these tuning forks at the back that I have here, located throughout all of the planets in our solar system and the zodiac. When we tune those tuning forks, they are connecting up into the cosmos and communicating with the stars and radiating forth to our sun, which then in turn sends information about what's going on here. It's a messaging system, right? Think of Mercury and its messaging system archetype of a very high caliber, high octave level. And by using all three of these in conjunction, the cosmic sun, the galactic central sun, and our central sun, we are able to then create more harmonious existence inside of our own being. We can make sure that we always have a cosmic connection, that we have a spiritual connection, our own authentic, right? No matter what kind of downloads and wisdoms you get from other beings, it's always important to follow your own path. Be there. It's interesting that when we really open up and we forgive and we tap in and go a little further and cleanse ourselves, it seems to get to a very common place with our own take. Very unique, very special on its own. So fuse the three together. Channel them, work with them, ask them to come in through meditation, even laying on corpse pose on the ground. Just your arms out, your flat back on the ground, maybe on a yoga mat, soft blanket, your feet are out, your hands are pointing up to the stars, and you're just asking to receive information, asking to receive wisdom, asking if they could come work with you at the perfect time and space sequence. It's really amazing stuff. So all of these key codes, like I was saying, are holding those master ones. But the one that we're ultimately working with Earth right now is the central sun and Alcyone. Very special place, right? I know a lot of people out there resonate with the Pleiades, the seven sisters, our beings, or the Hyades, which is also the brethren and sisters of it's a bit of a mix with Lyra as well in there too. I'm doing a lot of research and reading about off-planet humanoid species and creatures right now, and it's super fascinating going through that mix. So it'd be interesting from their perspective on their planet, you know, which central sun are they working with? Just imagine the database that we're going to fill up once more of us continue to channel this information, work with it, feel it as we evolve. We're going to have the most incredible books that are filled up with so much information, because if we can fit a few books now of maybe even more of these suns, what's going to happen when we start non-hidden from us, teleporting through them and coming out the other side and being like, what the heck is going on here? Stuff's going to get very, very, very wild by the time the age of Aquarius reaches its climax. Right in the middle of it, we're barely even going to recognize our existence. It's going to be so wild. So, some information about the cosmic central sun, the cosmic sun, the galactic central sun, and the central sun as well too. So if you're ever having some moments you're like, I'm shifting my DNA, or I'm talking to my cells, feeling the bones of ancestors of long time ago, but new cosmic information is starting to overlay on top of it, you betcha that that's a key player in what's going on. Thanks for listening, everybody. I'll be back again, and yeah, I'll put my link down at the bottom of this video. And everybody have a most beautiful, epic, super quantum, fantastical day. Talk to you soon.